Okay, so let's begin this tutorial. So in today's tutorial, uh, we will basically work on transmission gates and pass transistors. But before that, we will finish off with the first problem. In the first problem today, we have to find out the width of the transistor. The technology node is provided. This is 250 nanometer technology node. Okay, such that X, I mean, it should be actually the voltage at X. Okay, that voltage at X is 1.5 volts. It is already provided. So I have written it on the figure itself. So VO is equal to 1.5 volts provided, and the VDD is provided as 2.5 volts. Cool. Now the PMOS, which is M1 over here, has VT, which is provided as minus 0.4 volts, and KP. Remember, KP over here is mu p Cox. Okay. So now, when we have to solve such problems, the first thing that you need to do is you have to find out in which region of operation this MOSFET is essentially functioning in. Okay. The reason is that based on the region of operation, whether it is in cutoff or saturation or linear. So please keep in mind one thing, like in your, did Dr. Sumit Chatterjee sir, has he discussed about the subthreshold operation? Hello? Subthreshold current or conduction, anything? Hello? Please open up your microphone and tell me. How
No, sir.
does this? No, okay. So just keep in mind that in earlier days, for example, when we were essentially working in 250 nanometers or so, in the like 20, 30 years ago, at that time, people never bothered about subthreshold leakage. Okay, so we used to say that if VGS is less than VT, that means the transistor is switched off. Okay, in this case, this is a PMOS, so we will write VSG has to be less than mod of VT P. Okay. Now, under this condition, what we have discussed that this is in cutoff. Cutoff means there is no current. But you must always remember whenever we are saying this is ID and this is VGS, there is no current. But remember, this is in the linear scale. This is very, very important for you to understand. This is the linear scale. Okay. The same thing if you are putting it in the log scale. Log scale. This is ID in the log scale. And the same VGS. What you will notice is until this VT, I mean beyond this VT, whatever seems to be rising very sharply happens to be in the same scale. That means microampere, let us say. So this is microampere. But below VT, the current starts sharply decreasing. So this is called the sub-threshold slope. Okay. So that means the current, the slope of the current curve below VT. So what is the log scale here? So all of you have done Bode plot, right? Hello? No, you know Bode plot?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, excellent. So in the Bode plot, what have we seen? We have seen that frequency in hertz. And here we will be doing, let us say, 20 log of base 10 VO upon VI, typical, right? So here we are essentially doing a linear scale in dB. Okay. Whereas in the F or the frequency axis, what did we see? 10, 10 power 2, 10 power 3, 10 power 4. So we are essentially increasing on orders of 10. So why did we bother about this? In your MEC lab or something you must have done in analog IC design, analog electronics lab also you'll be doing the same thing. This is called frequency response, isn't it? So when you are doing a frequency response like this, I mean, we used to determine, remember? So this is your 3 dB. So I'll call it minus 3 dB because it is lower than the DC. So here is going to be your upper cutoff frequency. Anyways, so these are the things which you already know. Now my question is, why did we bother to make this as a log scale? Anybody? Hello. You have all done MEC lab, right? What's wrong? Nobody's responding. Okay, so basically to increase the range, okay? So that you can start with like 10 or 100 hertz and you can end up in gigahertz. So in linear scale, you cannot show that kind of a variation. So that's the reason why we always go for the log scale. So this is called a semi-log plot because one of the axis is linear, the other one is logarithmic. The same thing is over here. So instead of the x-axis being logarithmic, I shall put the y-axis as a log scale here, and the x-axis is linear because that is in volts. Okay. So now the reason why we want to do it is that once we have the log scale, we can end up getting nano amperes here, and we will get a microamperes here. Okay, so we can say that the on current is in microamperes, the off current is in nanoamperes. Okay, whereas when we are doing it in the linear scale, okay, this is all, everything happens to be in the micro. Let us say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5, this is 1. How much is this? This is in the order of microampere. So it is always in 10 power minus 6. Or okay, so if it is going to be 10 power minus 3, then we will have it here milliamperes order. Okay. So that means below VT, although it shows to be like 0, it's not 0 at all. I mean, there is a huge amount of current which is flowing in. So why am I speaking about all these things? Because if you are stuck in 250 nanometer technology node, you don't have to bother about this subthreshold leakage or subthreshold current. Subthreshold means sub VT. That means lower than VT currents. So we are speaking about this current here. If you are working with 350 nanometer or 250 nanometer technology node, very, very backdated, then what happens is you will always see as if current is 0, but it is completely wrong. Now, for all your smartphones, for all the handheld devices, in the modern world of low power, so whenever you are designing circuits for your smartphone, sensors and anything, which will essentially, we will have to deal with low power technologies, okay? Over there, they're almost invariant in the sub region. Okay, so we are never going to go much higher than VT. We will always design our circuits less than VT such that the current is low. So that means these are called low voltage designs. This is the current technology in circuit designs. You go to any industry, you will have to do either low voltage or low power. There are two design paradigms in current state of the art. Okay, so either it is low power technology or low voltage technology. So this is one of such things. So this low power and low voltage designs, if you want to do it, you need to go into the subthreshold. Okay, so keep that in mind. So whenever we say that if the VGS is less than VT, there is no current flowing through the transistor, well, that is not correct. Okay, excellent. So these things, if you can tell at the time of interviews, I mean, your job is secure. But in this problem, we are dealing with 250 nanometer technology node. I mean, the idea of subthreshold leakage did not even come into the minds of the engineers at that time. So subthreshold leakage is a very big issue when we are dealing with, instead of 250 nanometer, if we are dealing with 14 nanometers or so, okay, 45 nanometers and below, subthreshold becomes a very, very important concern. All right. So and today's technology is 5 nanometer. And we are dealing with 250 nanometer. Okay. So in 250 nanometer, you can simply say, okay, current is 0. But when you are in industry, when you are working in industry over there, Subthreshold is the way to go. All right, so here we have to find out which region of operation this transistor is working. Okay, so the first thing that we will observe is that this is the MOSFET, right? P MOSFET, right? So what is this voltage? This is the Vs. Remember, in case of a P MOSFET, the source is at the highest potential, right? So VSDP. This is VSDP. What is this voltage here? Vs, that is the source higher than the ground. Okay, this is the source, this is the drain. VSGP. Now, interestingly, you notice that the Vs, the voltage at the source over here. So we should actually write it like this. Okay. So the VSGP and VSDP are the same, because incidentally, this is also ground, this is also ground, and the source is the same terminal X, right? So this holds, VSDP equal to VSGP. Therefore, VSDP is much larger than VOVP. What is VOVP? Everybody knows? Correct. So once we have got that, then we can surely understand that M1 is in saturation. Cool. We have understood that this transistor is in saturation region. Okay. So once we have got that, then we will essentially go into the equation. So we already know that the Vx equals 1.5. This is already given. Okay. So what we will do is VDD minus Vx or VO. Let me call it Vx. That's probably a better way to go. So VDD minus Vx by R1. This is the same current which is flowing through M1 transistor. So I'll just simply write that and put the values and get the answer. Okay, there's nothing into it. Now we will come to question number 2. These transistors are called pass transistor, okay, PTL. Or also called the pass transistor logic. Has this been done in the class? Perfect. So what is the problem with the PTL? Please switch on your microphone and just discuss. In physical classes, I would have asked you directly.
So we have to add NOT gates to pass the negative inputs.
No. There is a much more fundamental problem. In fact, this is what the problem is. This problem is all about this question. Can anybody tell?
Does not charge the output to high VDD.
Yes. So that means what we want to explain here, what your friend has kind of rightly said. Okay. So if you are having a, let us say, VG, VD, and VS. Okay. Now, VGS has to be always greater than VT. Correct. VGS has to be greater than VT. Okay. So if VG, suppose you are giving a logic 1. Okay. So let me, you have to pass a logic 1. Okay. So this is, let us say, VDD. I'll put another color here. So here you have put VDD. That means VG is logic 1. Okay. Now, what is the voltage which you can get over here in VS? You will notice that it is always going to be VGS has to be greater than VT. Therefore, VG from here, VG is VDD minus VS greater than. I shall put equal to also. Okay, VT. Therefore, VS is always less or equal to VDD minus VT. That means under no circumstances, your VS can never be a perfect logic 1. Perfect logic 1 kab hoga? When the logic value, so there is, in the very first few tutorials I have explained in my section that There is a difference between logic state and logic level. Okay, so logic level is the voltage value VDD. The logic state is 0 and 1. Okay, so VS will always be logic state 1, but the logic state 1 of VS is never the logic value VDD. So we will say that NMOS pass transistor is never going to pass logic 1 perfectly. Okay, so that means if you are making a transition, so that means you are, let us say, with time, this is the VS. Okay, you expect that, okay, I am transferring, this is pass transistor, so I am passing VD logic. Remember, VD can be VDD. But we are thinking that, okay, I have put VG equal to VDD, so this VDD logic should come over to VS. Yes, logic state will go. So that means when VG is high, that means when VG is put VDD, this logic state 1 from VD will be transmitted to logic state 1 in VS. However, please keep in mind that it becomes a major issue when you're circuit designing. So the logic state of 1 in VD is VDD. Logic state of VG of 1 in VG is VDD. However, logic state of VS is logic level VDD minus VT. Okay, so that means you will expect that it has to be VDD here, but no matter how much time you give, it will always saturate at this VT less. Okay, everyone with me? So essentially, how does it influence it? आपका noise margin कम हो जाएगा. You have studied noise margin in your class, in your course? Hello? Noise margin?
Yes.
Yeah. So your noise margin will become depreciated. So that is the reason why pass transistor logic is never used. Okay. The improvement of pass transistor logic is the TG, which is the transmission gate. Transmission gate has been done in the course. It should be, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So transmission gate is an improvement over PTL. When we solve the transmission gate problem, I will explain how it takes care of the issue. I think you all know all this, right? But still, it's a revision. The problem is whenever I ask you, you simply don't answer. Okay. So here pass transistor logic hai. So in the pass transistor logic, you have to always keep this in mind. So what we said is that VS is always going to be less or equal to the overdrive, that is VDD minus VT. Okay. Okay. Here, this is always going to be equal. I'll just put here equal. Minimum of this. Okay. Now, this is the same thing which I have done. So here in this problem, what we have to find out is find the output here, V out equal to what? Okay. Assuming that VDD is 3.3 volts, again older technology, but anyways, let's solve it. And VT is 0.55. Okay. Find the output for these 4 conditions. All right, cool. So what I will do is VGSN. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर आपका VGSN हो गया. This is also VGSN. Correct, everybody? So VGSN has to be greater than VTN, threshold of this N MOSFETs. So what is VG? VG is VDD in both the cases. So VDD minus VS, here is the VS. This is also VS, which is V out. So VS is less than or equal to VDD minus VTN, the one which I had showed just a little while ago. Therefore, VS is less than how much? VDD 3.3 दिया हुआ है minus VT. VT is 0.55, वो भी दिया हुआ है. हम अगर करेंगे तो ये आपका 2.75 volts आ जाएंगे. Okay, remember what is the condition? VS is less or equal to 2.75. So the maximum value of VS you can get is 2.75, not the actual VDD. As I told you, the logic state remains 1, okay, but your logic level is much less than the VDD, depending on the VT. All right. So now, very simply, for all values of V in which is greater than this 2.75, वी आउट विल ऑलवेज बी स्टक एट 2.75 बिकॉज वीएस 2.75 से ज्यादा कभी हो ही नहीं सकता. ओके अगर होता है तो क्या होगा? एनीबडी who is brilliant, who is intelligent, can you tell me what will happen? Suppose for some reason if Vs is larger than VDD minus VTN, what will happen? The transistor will cut off, will switch off. Okay, so switch off means in this older technology node 3.3 volts, I mean, as I said, there will be no current. But if instead of 3.3 volts, if VDD is 0.55, latest 7 nanometer technology node, you will be having currents, but it will be very, very less. Okay, nano amperes mein current aa jayega. Okay. Okay, so now what you have to understand is that as long as V in the input voltage is higher than 2.75, ठीक है, अगर 2.75 के जगह अगर 27.5 भी होता है, still आपका V out क्या होगा? Vs will be 2.75, V out will also be 2.75. Okay, so look at the questions here. 2.9, which is higher than 2.75. 3 volt higher than 2.75. 3.1 is again higher than 2.75. So that means the output voltage will be stuck at 2.75. Okay, ठीक है ना? And then in the question number C, it is 1.4 volts, which is definitely less than 2.75, right? Huh? So Vs can be less than 2.75, but 2.75 से ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. Okay, so that means Vs is equal to minimum of VOV comma VD. ये VOV क्या है? VDD minus VT. Okay, everybody getting me? So that means whichever is minimum, you have to take that. So if VD नहीं, यहाँ पर V in कर देते हैं. Sorry. So let's make it even more general. VDD minus VT. Okay, comma V. Okay, so what happens is इसको बॉक्स बनाएंगे, रट्टा मार लो. So basically whichever is less, Vs will be equal to that. So in question number A, B and D, you will find 2.9, 3 and 3.1 are all V in are larger than VDD minus VT, which is basically 2.75, correct? So Vs का value क्या होगा? VDD minus VT. However, in problem number C, V in is 1.4. So that means this is 1.4 and this is 2.75. So according to this formula, Vs will be minimum of the two, यानी 1.4. वही हमने दिखाया है. Okay, very, very simple. Digital is much simpler than analog, I think. Okay, now let's go to question number 3. Similar problem. Again, pass transistor का problem है, so you can understand. So the same issue, I have done all the math. Here, the VOV, again, I have solved it over here. VOV क्या है यहाँ पर? VDD minus VD. VDD is given 3.3, VT is 0.6, so VOV is 2.7. ठीक है? Just go by this formula. आंखें बंद करके इतना सब कैलकुलेशन करने की छोड़ दो. Whichever is less, VOV या VIN. VOV happens to be 2.7 volts. Okay? तो देखो, VA is 3.3. तो VG क्या होगा? 2.7 volts. Because VOV happens to be 2.7 volts. Okay? तो यहाँ पर भी 2.7 volts आ गया. Now what is this is VG over here. Okay, अब VB क्या है? VB is 3.3. VA was 3.3. So if this is 3.3 and this is VG is this, so यहाँ पर V out क्या होगा? What is the VOV over here? 2.7 minus 0.6, that is 2.1. यहाँ पर 3.3, यहाँ पर 3.3. Minimum of these two, so V out will be 2.1 volt. ठीक है? That answers question number A. Question number B. VA is 0.5. Okay? यहाँ पर VOV क्या होगा? 2.7. Correct? Now VB is 3. Okay, so what is the value in this case? VA is 0.5. Okay, VA is 0.5 and VOV is 2.7. So what is the value of VG? Minimum of VOV and the input. क्या होगा? 0.5 होगा, right? So अगर ये VG 0.5 है, then what will be the VOV? Notice VT कितना है? 0.6. So VG is 0.5, VT is 0.6. That means this M2 is sub-threshold या फिर cut off. So M2 is cut off. अच्छा, I will again ask you another tricky question, interview question. अगर M2 cut off है, then what is the value of V out? In Sumit sir's, Sumit sir did not answer this. Sumit sir said M2 is in cutoff, but V out का value क्या होगा? कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा, right? What is that value? बोलो यार, TI में जाना है या नहीं? ग्लोबल फाउंड्रीज में जाना है या नहीं? M2 cutoff.
High impedance.
हाँ, sorry.
Is it high impedance? Like
Some voltage will be there. Na? I'm speaking about what is the value of V out. High impedance, okay. But what is the value of V out? वहां पर तो आपने एक वोल्टमीटर लगा के बैठा हुआ है. आपने यहाँ पर एक मल्टीमीटर लगा के आप मेरे को what will that multimeter show? That is my question. Fundamentals of circuit theory. What you said is correct. अगर cut off है, basically what will happen? If we assume that there is no leakage, subthreshold leakage अगर नहीं है, but it never happens in modern technology. But suppose we even assume ideally there is no leakage, no subthreshold conduction, then this is cut off. So what you have just rightly said, that means यहाँ का जो resistance है, that resistance is high impedance. Okay, then finally, अगर high impedance है, what is the meaning of that circuit theory? As if there is no connection, there is a there is a disconnection over here. Then what is the voltage you will read here? You will simply read the voltage in the previous state. ठीक है, ये तो एक सर्किट है ना, तो पहले जो वोल्टेज था वही देखोगे आप. Because if your multimeter is an ideal one, so this is your multimeter, right? So multimeter is not going so there will be on black wire which is connected to the ground. Okay, so if you are basically measuring with a multimeter, what will happen? The multimeter ka internal resistance will be very high. Okay, so we will assume that multimeter is not loading the circuit, then your V out will essentially be the previous state voltage. Correct. When you have done DD, digital design, आपको याद है ना, QN and the previous state was how much? QN minus 1. Correct? You will essentially read the QN minus 1 state. ये fundamental है भाई. Why? You will read the previous state. Okay, so that means that in the interview, if they ask what is the value of V out, your answer should be very plain and simple. High resistance, high impedance, वो सब छोड़ो. The question was what voltage will you read here? V is equal to what? Your answer should be V will be equal to T minus 1 या फिर T minus, meaning that you are essentially reading the previous value. That means because of the high impedance state, the latest variation in the voltages will not be reflected at the output. Simple. Okay, so that means this is one of the many applications. आप इसको एक application की तरह मान सकते हो, in which you are essentially going to latch the digital data at the output. This is not always, this high impedance state is not a bad thing. High impedance is the way by which microprocessors work. ठीक है, कहते हैं हम ना लैच कहते हैं ना, डेटा लैच, रिमेंबर registers, that's exactly how it will work. ठीक है, it is essentially going to latch its previous state until and unless VG this M2 becomes out of cutoff. Okay, excellent. तो इंटरव्यू में ऐसे पूछेंगे ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन, सो यू मतलब ये M2 कट ऑफ तो ठीक है, तो व्हाट इज द फाइनल क्वेश्चन इज फाइंड द आउटपुट वोल्टेज. So the answer will be the output voltage is the previously latched output. Okay. तो यानी कि सच में if you are doing this experiment, what will be the value of this? What is the V out? 2.1. So if you are doing this, एक के बाद एक ये voltage लगा रहे हो, आप measure कर रहे हो. So if you are following the experiment in this ABCD sequence, then the V out will be basically 2.1 volt. आपको यहाँ 2.1 अगर आप सच में एक सर्किट बना के एक्सपेरिमेंट किए, आप यहाँ आपको 2.1 वोल्ट ही मिलेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पर इस रीजन पे, सॉरी, हियर एट दिस एज यू आर एसेंशियली you will measure 2.1 volt only, because when you are measuring it, this is already cut off, infinite resistance आ गया है. ये previously तुमने जो measure किया था वही आपको मिलेगा. ठीक है ना? Excellent. ये conceptions clear करो. Okay, C is मतलब इतना कुछ लिखे हैं बट कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है. These are like I don't know 0.5 marks question. Okay, VA is 2. Okay, VDD कितना है? 3.3. VOV कितना होगा? VOV1 let us say for transistor 1. VOV1 will be 3.3 minus 0.6, यानी कि VOV VDD minus 0.6. The 0.6 is how much? 2.7. Okay, that is VOV1. Now VA and VOV1, this VDD minus VT and Vin, इन दोनों में से कौन सा कम है? 2 है, तो basically this is going to be 2 volts. ठीक है. अब what is the value of VB? 2.5. तो यहाँ पर VG, इसका अभी VOB क्या होगा? VOB2 will be VG minus 0.6, तो आपका यहाँ पर हो जाएगा 1.4 volts. So basically minimum of VB and VOV2 is how much? वही है. Okay, you can do it, I mean orally. I do not know why we are doing such problems. Okay, question number 3D. समझ में आ रहा है ना? ये बहुत बहुत आसान है. अच्छा, फिर से VA is 3.3, VDD is 3.3, VOV is 2.7. Minimum of these two, VG will be 2.7. Okay, जैसे मैंने लिखा है. फिर ट्रांजिस्टर M2 के लिए VB कितना है? 1.8. 2.7 और इसका VOV क्या होगा? VOV2, this is VOV1. 2.7 minus 0.6, 2.1. VOV2 और VB के बीच कौन सा कम है? Minimum of the two, as I've written over here, is 1.8. That is the answer. Okay, कुछ नहीं है problems. Do not make such mistakes here. Huh? These are all, I mean, I do not know. But these are very, very simple. अच्छा, ये थोड़ा ढंग का प्रॉब्लम है, हम इसको सोचेंगे. This is like transmission gate. So here in this particular configuration, this is nothing other than this PTL. PTL में हमने क्या देखा है कि this will, I mean, in most of the textbooks, they will often write like this. कि in channel PTL, pass transfer logic, in MOS PTL, they will always transfer logic 0 strongly, but logic 1 will be weak. So NMOS in PTL transfers, we will write like this: weak 1 and strong 0. ठीक है, this is how people write. So PTL transfers weak 0, strong 1. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to tell you is that if this is your VDD, if it is an N PTL, so basically NMOS PTL, it will basically go like that. This variation is VTN. Okay, so if it is the other way around, यहाँ पर आपका VDD है, ठीक है, this is for NMOS PTL. अगर यहाँ पर आपने PMOS PTL किए ना, तब क्या होगा? क्या होगा? It will transfer a weak 0. So that means it will essentially come from here and essentially be stuck over here. यहाँ पर क्या था? 0 से लेकर यहाँ तक. Okay. In a static CMOS technology, अब देखो static CMOS में हम लोगों ने क्या देखा था? It will be like full rail to rail, full मतलब VDD से लेकर 0 तक, ऐसा आया था, याद है? हाँ. So when you are going the other way, it will be going from 0 all the way to VDD. So that means static CMOS is very, very robust. Okay, but there are several problems. So PTL is never used, but TG is a standard dynamic CMOS technology. Okay, so probably Sumit sir will be teaching dynamic now. So remember in the first few several tutorials I was always emphasizing कि ये static CMOS है, static CMOS है. Remember CMOS किसे कहते हैं? PMOS और NMOS दोनों जहाँ रहते हैं. So in this transmission gate, this is also a transmission gate CMOS because this NMOS will transfer logic 0 nicely, but logic 1 will be weak. For PTL, for TG, यहाँ पर हम लोग और एक गेट लगाएंगे. Okay, and here I shall simply put A bar. Okay, तब क्या होगा? अब देखो समझ में आएगा. जैसे कि in the first case, when we are writing with blue color, that means concerning the NPTL. So what is TG? TG is basically one NPTL and PMOS PTL in parallel. Okay. So in the advanced VLSI design, like whenever I am teaching at the higher degree, I will go into a lot of details for this. So in your level, I do not know whether it is necessary. So आप देखो यहाँ पर, when we are essentially putting this circuit, when A is high, it will allow B to go. When A is 0, what is the value over here? The last problem क्या होगा? यहाँ पर हमने क्या बताया था? This M2 will be cut off and voltage over here will be stuck at the previous value. Yes, M2 वाला cut off वाला जो problem मैंने बताया था, correct ना? It is going to remain latched. Similarly, here what is the value of Z? It will simply not work. यहाँ पर आप X भी लिख सकते हो. X means don't care. या फिर in fact Z भी लिख सकते हो, high impedance. या फिर if you are measuring the voltage, you will get B. So, but this is a Z. Now I will write with the red color. This is a PMOS PTL. So here हमने क्या लिखे हैं? A and Z. Please remember यहाँ पर A bar है. So basically अगर 0 1 है, यहाँ भी 1 0 ही कर देते हैं, छोड़ो. So when A is 0, only then this is switched on. तो अगर switched on है, then it is going to pass B correctly. But when it is logic 1, PMOS will not conduct. यानी कि it is again going to be Z. Correct? Now this connection is very important. इसको क्या कहते हैं? थ्योरी में पढ़ा हाँ?
Wired and
Exactly. Awesome. This is called the wired logic. वायर्ड लॉजिक क्यों कह रहे हैं? कैन एनीबडी एक्सप्लेन? In the previous case, I mean, when we were considering this individually, blue wala for N, this is for NPTEL, this is for PMOS PTL. This is for NMOS PTL. Okay, यहाँ पर भी हम blue कर देते हैं so that you understand the difference. Okay, अरे मैंने just गलत किया, इसको हम blue कर देते हैं. Okay, so just keep this in mind. I'm just doing rough work. I'm not making very fancy. But anyways, so what is the situation is that जब आपका A1 होगा ना, तब in Z, out of these two, if you notice at the node Z, out of these two wires, one of them will be high impedance. Okay, so that means when A is 1, what is going to happen? When A is 1, this NMOS PTL is going to be P. Okay, so this one you are going to get B. And when A is 1, PMOS क्या होगा? यहाँ पर देखो Z है, so that means this is cut off. यहाँ पर कुछ सिग्नल आएगा ही नहीं. Then Z is going to be B. Cool. When reverse is true, when A is 0, then what is going to happen? ये NMOS cut off में चला जाएगा. इसको ऑफ कर देते हैं. यहाँ पर कौन सा लॉजिक आएगा? देखो, this PTL will pass a B. ठीक है? And then you are essentially going to have a logic B again. Okay, so in a sense, you are always going to have a rail-to-rail operation. Again, finally, even though you are using two pass transistor logic, but individually pass transistor logics are not going to be very, it's not going to be very strong, I mean, logic family per se. But when you are making a combination of, parallel combination of these two in transmission gate, you are going to have a perfect rail-to-rail operation. समझ में आ गया? Excellent. And transmission gate is the I mean basis for dynamic circuits, to be honest. हर जगह transmission gate होता है. Like in industry, everywhere people will be using transmission gate. In fact, transmission gate is the reason why circuits are so fast. Okay. So अगर आपको गीगाहर्ट्ज में गीगाहर्ट्ज का क्लॉक स्पीड चाहिए आपके स्मार्टफोन में, 2 gigahertz clock speed, if you want your laptop to work in 2 gigahertz, then you need to have the circuit to be designed using transmission gate. वो static से नहीं चलेगा. Okay, static is robust, transmission gate is also robust now, rail to rail हो जाएगा. Okay, but transmission gate also has some problems which is beyond the scope of this course. Let's not discuss it here. So we will now finally solve this problem. All right, so इसको डिजाइन कैसे करते हैं? Very simple. So you first find out, you know the circuit symbol, I'm sure. Okay, so what you do is, whichever circuit you want to make for every AND operation. Okay, let me first explain. Design बाद में आता है. Design a TG based 1-bit comparator using the least number of transmission gates and CMOS inverters. Okay, the input to the comparator is A and B. The output of the comparator is greater, indicating A is greater than B, lesser, indicating A is less than B, and equal, and A equal to B. तो मैंने यहाँ पर देखो 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. All the bit patterns मैंने कर दिया है. When A is greater than B, situation is only this one, G. L, A is less than B. Okay, that is this one. So I have put 1 over here, and equal in दोनों cases में. Correct? So आपका logic values will be all these, right? I have essentially, this is XNOR gate. So you will notice, like probably it has been already done in the class, like transmission gates are inherently XOR gates. Okay, so once we are doing that, तो हम यहाँ पर क्या कर सकते हैं? देखो यहाँ पर हम अगर B लगाते हैं, okay, then I shall put an A over here. Then that means this is a PMOS, right? So here I shall put a B bar. So in these kind of problems, first you draw these two. These are very, very important. Because remember, you have been provided only with AB signals. So you need two inverters to convert them into A bar, B bar. And once those signals are available, then you can go ahead for this design. All right. So एक हो गया ये वाला, ठीक है? So what does this give you? This is A into B. So wired or logic है ना? So basically what we shall do is we will put another one. यहाँ पर एक wired, put one big dot. यहाँ पर एक bubble, and this we will connect to this B bar, and here I shall again put this B will come over here. Okay, and here since it is we are talking about A bar and this, so let's just put here A and put here A bar. Okay, we have already created the inverted output from using a separate inverter, right? So this will essentially give you, this will essentially give you the equal signal. Okay, that is A X naught B. Okay, so, I mean AB plus A bar B bar. देखो यहाँ पर भी A bar B bar. You have to make a product of the signals at the lower one and the left hand side. ठीक है? अब बाकी का क्या करेंगे? कर पाओगे? Very simple. We will essentially do the same thing. Let's copy paste. Okay. Okay, it's the same principle everywhere. Oh, you can write here. This is AB. This is A bar B bar. Okay. Now this L के लिए A bar and B. So that means I'll simply put A bar here and B. So this will give you A bar and B. अगर यहाँ पर B है, यहाँ पर क्या लगाओगे? B bar, क्योंकि remember this is going to the PMOS. Okay, यहाँ पर अगर B bar है, तो यहाँ पर क्या लगाओगे? B. Cool. अब यहाँ पर क्या लगाना? Similarly, let us go for this G also. G के लिए क्या है? A B bar. Okay. So here it is A B bar, right? यहाँ पर हम चलो यहाँ पर भी A कर देते हैं. अगर I have used B over here, so let me just use A. अगर A है, then it will become A bar. This will become A. Okay. So this is A B bar. So I'll put B bar here. तो फिर यहाँ पर क्या लगाना? सोचो, सोच के बोलो. This is the last problem for today. बताओ. Because as I told you, this is an inherently, this TG is an inherently XOR XNOR kind of gates. So what we will do is A bar B plus, यहाँ पर हम और क्या लिख सकते हैं? ये तो A bar B हो गया, यहाँ पर B bar ऑलरेडी है, करेक्ट? तो यहाँ पर अगर हम B लगाते हैं ना, then what will happen? This will basically cancel out, right? ठीक है ना? Similarly here it is a bar. Okay, so what we should do here is plus a bar into something. यहाँ पर a कर दो, such that this will basically cancel out. Got it, everyone? Huh? So that's it. Okay. Hello? Understood?
Sir, so the two blocks will be given as a single entity.
Huh? Sorry?
Both the blocks will be given together.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Because why is this node necessary? Because remember, if you do not put this node, this particular branch, what will happen? आपका ये Z आ जाएगा ना, high impedance state आ जाएगा.
Sir,
As
if the node is entirely not there only, then it's entirely fine, right? Why to give an
yes, exactly. Because you are making an OR gate operation between once it will be Z and it will be B bar. यहाँ पर क्या होगा? When it is Z, it is going to be A. The other one will be A bar. Sorry. When it is Z, here it will be A, and when it is B bar, यहाँ पर जब B bar transfer होगा, यहाँ पर क्या होगा? Z. So the wired AND logic, yeah, wired OR logic, whatever. This wired logic in general. This wired logic is essentially putting an excuse me. The wired logic is basically making an OR, AND between A and Z, Z and B bar. Okay. तो इसलिए आपको यहाँ पर Z के कारण आपको यहाँ पर सेकंड वाला ब्रांच आपको रखना ही है. Okay. Awesome. That's all for today, and I'll stop the recording here.